Oh, very topical. Winter Olympics. Somewhere a little bit further, a little bit quicker. Future pop. Oh, it's called Washing Machine. I forgot about that. I am susceptible to violins. Hey Eurovision fans, it's Tom coming to you from Shanghai, back for another Eurovision reaction video. Tonight I'm reacting to Pabandom naujo, that's Lithuania's national final. I'm going to listen and react to the 8 songs in the final and see which one I think could do well at Eurovision. So, let's kiki. As always, you can use the progress bar if you want to skip to one of the particular 8 reactions. I'm sure I'm saying Pabandom naujo is wrong, but it's the thought that counts. I'm trying. We have 8 songs tonight. I'm very much looking forward to this review. I really enjoyed Pabandom naujo last year. And the reason I'm choosing to do this over Vidbeer, I actually put up a poll saying which one do you want me to react to first, and people wanted Vidbeer, but Vidbeer is notoriously monstrous with copyright, and literally I'm at my copyright breaking point right now. On the other hand, Pabandom naujo does not copyright. It's actually very luxurious and heavenly to review, so that's why I picked it, because I need something carefree to review tonight. There's a lot of big names. I actually recognize 4 of the artists. Ieva, obviously from, I think it was 2017. I recognize Lolita 0 from when she promoted her movie. Rūta, I recognize the name, and Gebrasy last year I think was my 2nd favorite or 3rd favorite in national final. So that's a really great start. Plus on top of that, I've heard a lot of things about Monika Liu. I've actually had several people request me to review her. So I'm going to go through them in alphabetical order because there's no draw out for the final. We're starting off on a happy note with Augustė Vedrickaitė singing Before You're 6 Feet Under, which is a jolly title. Wanna know my secret bang? I really thought that Lithuania turned a corner last year, and I hope that they're still around that corner. Ooh, that's not a bad start at all. Oh, great start. That is a great start. I thought we were going to get a funeral song. That's a great bass line. She's got great attitude. Damn, she's got great legs. It's like country rock or something, I suppose. This is great. What a mix-up. Her live vocal sounds very, very persuasive. I'm getting a very blurry picture of this because my connection's a bit shit. But the visuals look like very cool and colourful, remind me of White Stripes. The Beautiful the Way We Are, classic. Okay, let's listen to the lyrics. Is it like Love Yourself song with a slightly more boast title? I prefer this type of like sing talking that she's doing rather than what Brooke has in Ireland song, which is just like talking. I prefer this type. There's something about it that just sounds a little bit more musical. This is very unusual because I think this would appeal, not massively, but it would kind of appeal to American audience. It sounds quite American. And she's a real quality performer. She really is. She doesn't look nervous or shy. Her voice sounds awesome. Really impressive. That was really, what a great, fantastic start. I'm so happy I kind of like happened upon that as my opening one. That was really impressive. And what I vaguely remember saying last year was how happy I was that Pabandom naujo was, I felt like it turned a corner. It just, the production looked much more, I don't know, like thought out and a bit more effort and time and money put into it, and it looked more slick. And just overall, I just thought it still felt like Lithuanian, but it felt like a little bit more modern and a bit more with the times. And I really enjoyed the national final last year, and I'm very early into it, but that was the type of start that I wanted going into it. I think we're going to get a bit of variety because I know for sure that Lolita 0 is going to be quite different from that. So I already know at least I'm going to get variety in 2 different types of song. Anyway, next up is Gebrasy, Into Your Arms. I remember him from last year. I thought his song was very nice. I think it was my number 3, but I didn't download it. But I remember thinking that this guy was one of the few who was brave enough to go up against the Rūta. I think everyone knew the Rūta was going to win. And this year, hopefully a lot of people are coming out of the woodworks with the song that they saved from last year. Anyway, the song's called Into Your Arms. Oh my god, the amount of songs we have to start. There were 36. Thank God I didn't review any earlier than this. Gebrasy, Into Your Arms, Wanna Know My Secret, bang. I don't recognise them, I gotta be honest. Okay, nice start. I really don't recognise them. I don't remember from last year at all. I don't know if that hairstyle suits him. It's a bit distracting. It's slightly unusual. That vocal is very... Yeah, it's not a standard ballad vocal. It's not really working for me yet. Okay, he's amping up the violins. He's trying to win me over. I am susceptible to violins. Okay, I like that note there. Let's see where we go. I don't think that on its own would suffice for me. His styling is a little bit off, I gotta admit. It's a bit Philip Kirkorov, 1999. What a bizarre reference. Yeah, verses are a little bit ploddy. I'm waiting for the second chorus now to see where he's developing. Yeah, that vocal, that breathy, light vocal is very evocative of someone who I can't recall at this moment. He's given himself a lot of work to do now because really there's nothing happening outside of lighting. And he's doing a pretty good job. Not enough of a job on me though. Those violins are putting in some extra time. He is trying in fairness. It's swelling in a pretty way. The instrumental is overpowering his vocal a bit. Yeah, I'm mixed feelings about that. Definitely some really gorgeous instrumental string arrangements in that. I felt it overpowered him a lot, and I think he would have benefited from something happening on the stage. Maybe a little bit of a story, especially to get us through those verses. He had great like body language and theatrics in his movement when it got to building up towards the heavier bits. But then there were just some bits in the verse where I was kind of like a little bit just waiting for the next chorus, which is never a good thing in a Eurovision song ever. You never want to be waiting. It's just a bit of a death curse. So yeah, I think possibly they should have kind of come up with a little bit of concept, whether it be something that happens or someone that comes in or something unusual or him moving around or doing something different, you know, maybe doing some papier-mâché or something. But just standing there, I don't think it cuts it with that verse. But still very good. I'm being nitpicky, really. That was decent quality, but that wasn't a wow for me. I would not want that to win, I've got to be honest. We have Ieva, Zasimauskaitė, which is the girl who, it was the one with the bridge. What was that? Was that Portugal? So that was Portugal. So it was Portugal in 2018 where she was there with her song When We're Old, which had a very, very touching moment where she met her husband on the bridge at the end, which is very sweet. She did pretty damn well. I think she was 10th. I remember being just like borderline top 10. Oh, she's Hari Krishna. Bizarre. She was 12th. Damn, she got a lot of points though. That year was so close, my god. Really, even the person who came 19th got over 100 points. Yeah, all the songs were great. Bloody hell. The song is called I'll Be There. Wanna Know My Secret, bang. We're doing great so far. Keep it up, Lithuania. Okay, this is a slight problem when we do an alphabetical order because we haven't got a draw. We've got two back-to-back songs, but I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Her styling is nice. Is it? Yeah, it's nice. Her vocal's very precise. I don't think I'm the target market for this. It's very much in the same vein as When We're Old, which I admired, but I didn't download. Yeah, the extra bit of pace in the second verse, yeah, it helps a bit. She's delivering it well. She's got good eye contact. You know, she's singing well. It's just not for me. This not my cup of tea. I need something. With my ballads, I need a bit of a stronger melody than this. But if I was writing a song, a ballad, I'd be very happy if she was singing it. I know she'd deliver it well. Oh, she's had enough of the piano. She's fed up. It's holding her down. Personally, I think the song is just as strong as When We're Old. Well, maybe a little bit weaker, but the magic in When We're Old was the staging with the holograms and her husband coming on. So it's just harder this time because she's on her own with a piano. Yeah, look, very pretty. That is just not what I'm into at all. Reminds me a little bit of maybe Boggy. Do you remember Boggy Wars for Nothing? I'm just not into that softly spoken, it's very sweet but maybe a bit timid type of softy music. I think there is an audience for it. That is very much in the same vein for When We're Old. I think people who liked When We're Old will really like that. I just think that When We're Old had that more interesting staging, that even if you weren't really into the song, you kind of got like brought along for wanting to know what was going to happen, and that staging didn't have anything like that. It was just her sound with the piano, so that's why I felt a little bit more lost compared to When We're Old. Yeah, not really massively for me. But anyway, let's go to the next person. It's Justė Kraujelytė saying, how to get my life back. I don't know. Maybe she's going to tell me. Want to know my secret bang? I'm guessing it's a boy, a girl. I'm guessing it's a girl. Is it a girl? Oh, I think this is the one that had the crazy hat on. Ooh. Ooh. That's a spicy start. Her staging's definitely eye-catching. And she's given an interesting vocal as well. Very sultry. Those grey eyes. Mix up. She's got some ideas. Okay, I'm very curious where this is going. That's a nice twangy guitar coming in. Okay, give me a pop drop, please. Or something. Okay, I have no idea where this is going. I do hope it goes somewhere a little bit further, a little bit quicker. It is quite easy to sit through most of these though. Yeah, I'm on my fourth song, I haven't skipped yet. Okay, that beat is 75% of what I needed. Okay, we're up to 80%. The staging is well done. The chorus is possibly not strong enough. I don't know, I feel like I got a head bop on, I got a foot bop on. But I'm not hearing that melody that would make me download this yet. But I like their staging ideas. They have ideas. Even though it's simple, it is visually interesting. Ooh, Matrix. They've made it very interesting using very little, which is quite clever. Ooh. Ooh, she's got beautiful eyes, doesn't she? Yeah, look, I thought that was visually very interesting. I have to admit the song was... I feel like the visuals were more interesting than the song was. I don't really think there was anything in there that would make me download it. But overall, I'm still thinking the quality this year is very good. I'm looking for that kind of like wow song that I really want to download. Really, you only need one good song. So yeah, I'm not expecting any songs. There's no national final that can do that for me ever. Like, I think like the best national final of the year, I'll hit 40-50% downloads. So that's, yeah, just so we have like realistic expectations. Okay, now the next song I am excited for. This is Lolita Zero, who I'm aware of is a famous Lithuanian drag queen who entered maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but I believe that song was promotion for a movie. So I don't think that when she entered she was particularly trying to win. It was more just promotion. Maybe this is promotion for another movie again. I don't know. We'll find out. The song is called Not Your Mother. I have seen a mini spoiler of some big horns, so I'm looking forward to that. I think we're going to have a new holder of the most interesting visually title. Lolita 0, Wanna Know My Secret Bang. There you go, I can see the silhouette already. I'm expecting something dancey. Ooh, yes, dancey. Okay. Okay, nice start. I like that electro starting. Ooh. Wow, very futuristic. Future pop. Sounds quite experimental. Costume is absolutely fantastic. Like really high fashion drag. It's like quite trippy, like traveling through space or something. And we've got some dancers coming out, crawling. Very visually interesting. And it's weird because it doesn't sound jokey. Some interesting choreography with the fingers there. I could see this getting a good response in the Eurovision. I think this has got a bit of a good foundation. I think it needs a revamp, but I'm already seeing potential here for something just very different and unusual. Like, you can tell he's an artist. This isn't totally taken there's an element of comedy, humor. But I love this like future kind of like 80s cartoon future sound. I feel like with a good producer to come in and like give it a bit more life and filling in the gaps a bit, could have something special. But some of the visual ideas are really fascinating. I hope she's gonna move at some point. Ooh. Does sound a little bit like an alarm. It's definitely on the daring. Like, this is so risky. I can see some people getting like massively into this as being like a cult song. Fascinating. That was very that's really, really interesting. I wish that she'd moved around a little bit more. I would almost say it's worth sacrificing some of the costuming to be able to move around or have some sort of dynamism to it. I love the dancers. They were really cool. I love some of their choreography and how they're moving along in their kind of almost contortional type positions. The sound was like that kind of like a very light future pop, like the type of music you'd expect aliens and faraway universes to come and play. Well, they probably don't have music like ours do, but you know what I'm getting at. It reminds me of Jason and the World Warriors, which was a cartoon when I was a kid that had a lot of kind of like very spacey type sounds. I feel like that is a great. It's probably my favorite so far. I feel like you definitely need a revamp, and we need quite a like high level producer to come in and take the best of the ideas and then just fill in the gaps to make it just a little bit more accessible and a little bit more super esoteric. Because right now it's like very precise the demographic is going for. And I think there's a small slice of people who would absolutely freaking love this. I could see it being very big in like a specific German club or something. But yeah, to make it a little bit more accessible to the masses, it would need a revamp. But I love the ideas. I wish she was doing more on the stage. It felt like she was stuck or glued into her shoes on the stage for some reason. I'm not sure if there's a reason behind that because of the horns. But then again, surely they can make it that the horns have more support so she can move around, or there's a reveal, or just something more dynamic or interesting happens with her in particular. But yeah, I thought that was really, really interesting. I would download the revamp, but I probably wouldn't download that. But I would very happily sit through that again. Okay, next we've got Monika Liu singing Sentiment. I don't think it's Sentimental, I think it's Sentimentai. Yeah, I'm going to Sentimentai, so I don't know if everyone's making the same spelling mistake or if that's a song. I have actually had quite a few people requesting me to listen to this. Who knows, they could be bots that she's programmed, but I've got to take it that this is one of the favourites based off of that. This is the sixth one I've listened to, all 5 stars. Pretty good going so far. Wanna Know My Secret Bang. It is Sentimentai. Okay, that's interesting. Ooh. Ooh. I like this odd sound Lithuania is giving me this year. There's like unexpected sounds. That is sentiment. Oh, I was thinking more sensual than sentimental. Ooh, she's got a little robot thing going on. Oh, it's in Lithuania. Oh, so that's pretty. She's definitely got some quirky stuff going on. This needs a good chorus. And she's got something. If it's got a good chorus, she's on something. Come on. Yes, a bit jazzier than I care for. I like its quirkiness. I wonder how this would do at Eurovision. She's definitely got some like sorceress hypnosis vibes going on. The verse is stronger than the chorus. And she is definitely earning her wages on the stage. She's definitely giving it 100%. I'm very, very curious to what the favour is after this. Nothing really stands out to me as being very, very head above the rest. Especially since they're like quite a lot of different genres. I am getting slight, very good lounge performer vibes. That is kind of what the styling is a little bit. It's interesting, and I'm able to sit through it quite easily. I don't know. I don't think this would float at Eurovision. Like, it always feels like she's just enough melodically to keep me on, but I'm not near wowed yet. Yeah, that was fine. Do you know what? I think it's going to be really, really hard to rank all these because not because they're all bad or because they're all great, just because there is 6 fine songs. There's nothing yet I've heard that I've been like, that's bad. Absolutely not. But wow-wise, visually, Lolita video was pretty wow. I'm jumping the gun now. Let's listen to the last 2 before I get into it. We have a pretty unusual title. It's Queens of Roses singing Washing Machine. So let's see how this goes. One and number secret bang. Oh, we have some non-Lithuanian writers. Oh, is this 3 girls? Okay. A girl group. We don't get that often. Performance quality tonight's been very good. It's definitely a different sound again. Great variety. I like the color story gone. A little bit different. Pink and black. Whoa. Whoa. Do I like that? Oh. Oh, it's called Washing Machine. I forgot about that. Is that what a washing machine sounds like musically? Okay, I need to listen out for what the washing machine is. Okay, spicy lyrics. They just use the word gumption. They're definitely watching Drag Race UK. It is definitely an original construction. Okay, I gotta listen out. This chorus pop drop is so messy. I don't know. This would not do well at Eurovision. It's interesting though. I don't know. A song called Washing Machine. It's definitely making me smile, but maybe not for the right reasons. Okay, at least they're singing on this chorus. I like them when they weren't singing the last ones. And they're pretty well synchronized. That beat is a bit cheap. Yeah, there's a lot of cheap production elements. It's weird. Do you know what? If you had it on mute, you would probably say that is a very professional looking girl group. But then when you hear that they're talking about washing machines, I don't know if as a metaphor if that works. Like, I know they're saying the boy's talking like washing machine. I think they made some references to him being too drunk and not being able to perform. But yeah, it's not like I'm always going on how I want some like new metaphors in our lyrics, but that's maybe one of the clunkier ones. No pun intended. Okay, last up we've got Rúta Loop. I do recognize the name. She's saying Call Me From the Cold. I think this is the girl that I liked 3 years ago. I really liked it initially, and then I ended up never downloading, and then I downloaded the song and I wasn't too fond of it. Anyway, Rúta, One End of My Secret Band. I'm pretty sure that was her. We Are Made of Stars, I think it was called. That's a very pretty start. I like this so far. It's atmospheric. Ooh, that's very pretty staging. God, that's really, really gorgeous. How have they done that? Okay, she's on something now, but she needs to convert. And her vocals sound great. I need to go chorus. Come on, Rúta. Come on, Rúta. Deliver, deliver, deliver. Okay, I'm still on board with that. Is she gonna... I feel like she might be exploding here. Ooh, that was a smooth transition. I'm okay with that. This is very restrained in its delivery, which is not bad. Feels like they haven't gone for cheap thrills. Okay, come on, Lolita. Ooh, that's very pretty. It's very quiet, but it's pretty what's in my ears. She's got an intensity. There's intensity to her and the song. Oh, she's spinning. Oh, very topical. Winter Olympics. Oh, she's respinning herself. Maybe that wasn't... You can see her respinning. Carousel realness. They need to get her a little button she can press. Okay. We're getting some electronic elements, and I want to hear them more prominently. There's a lot of pretty stuff in this. She's got good ideas. Gosh, that's a very pretty piano as well. That's very, 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 very interesting. There was something about that was just like fabulously understated. It didn't feel like it was going for like obvious and very like kind of cheap, or it felt very pared back, but it had lots of nice ideas in it, and it felt, I don't know, it was just very understated, but in a positive way. Your visual was very pretty. That bit where she was in the stars and then she was spinning around, there were like memorable moments in it, and she was definitely filling in the bits that could possibly feel that they were maybe a little bit softer and maybe a little bit flatter. Felt like she was kind of holding my hand, pulling me through those, but definitely some like very chilling and atmospheric melodies in that, and it just felt unobvious. There wasn't like, she didn't just go for the most obvious answer or construction of the song. So yeah, I'm surprised by that one. I do feel I would put that possibly in the same thing as Segredo de Agua from Benidorm Fest, where it had this really like mystical, mysterious, not like shaking you to get your attention, just like kind of coy. But the thing with Segredo de Agua is I really liked that pretty delivery, and when I downloaded it, I just didn't really get a lot of replayability from it. But at this point in time, it's actually quite interesting how those 8 songs worked out. I felt quite lucky in how the draw was. I felt like I got a good variation in all the different signs. But yeah, there's no massive sound for me. I think probably the one I enjoyed the most was Rúta. It was just very unexpected and like kind of like pixie pop, like fairy mystical journey. I can see maybe some people who would think that was possibly a little bit boring though. I really enjoyed Lolita Zero as well. Again, a really unusual sound. This mix of like experimental space pop with a very striking visual. Obviously I said several times I wish she was moving around a little bit more. And then probably, I actually thought Augustė to start off was like a good country rock sounding song, very high quality. Thought she was a fantastic performer. I would probably say those are my top 3. I think that is a really, really strong national final. Strong, but actually not with a standout. Sometimes you'll have these national finals that are kind of a lot of junk with one great sounding song. This is like a lot of decent stuff, but there's no super wow. Sometimes you think which national final would you prefer, because really the one with the one sounding song possibly going to do better in Eurovision. So it doesn't have that like super standout one, but I'll be interested to see how this goes down now, what's going to happen on the night, because I do not think it's an obvious answer about who should win. I've obviously said to me my 3 favourites, but I can definitely see every single 8 one of those songs having various fans. Even Queens of Roses, I can see some people really, really loving that very different alternative trashy pop sound with a kind of quirky metaphor in the chorus. So I think there's something for everybody. I think the production looked really, really great. That's an important thing as well. I think Pabandom is maintained the quality from last year. Actually can get a look at the televotes. I forgot about that. I forgot Pabandom. So there were 3 heats, and the most televotes in the heat, Monika Liu and Lolita 0. In the semis, it was Monika Liu and Lolita 0, and a third song that was eliminated, which was Rūta Sila Galuta, Running Chords, which didn't do well with the jury. Okay, so it does look like it's possibly between Justė, Lolita and Monika. Interesting. Lolita's got a lot of televotes. I always remember that with Pabandom, the votes in the final are like a factor, a multiple more than in the semi-finals. So I think it's going to possibly just come to who turns up most for their person. I definitely think that if Lolita wants to win, she's got to mix up that staging a little bit. That was the semis, I presume, I was watching. I haven't seen the first round, so I'm not sure how big a difference to have. Actually, if you have seen both the heats and the semis, maybe tell me who's already made the biggest change and if anyone else is going to make any further changes. But I really enjoyed that. I was able to sit through all 8 songs, which is not really that common for my national final reviews. I'm probably going to download Rūta Loop just out of curiosity to see what was that little magic I was hearing, but I don't think I'm going to get massive replayability. I'm going to look and see who wins, maybe hope that they do a tiny little revamp, and I'll probably end up downloading that. But I think that's a great national final. Okay, so that's what I think about Pabandom. Please leave a comment in the comment section and tell me which one you like and all the juicy gossip about all of these mofos. And thank you so much for watching. I'm seeing another Eurovision React video very soon. Goodbye.